big final coming up. The Caterpillar Pro Super Stock Final here at Rockingham Park, all part of the HK Powersports New England Nationals. You see the racers pulling up onto the starting grid. Tim Tremblay on the NSK Skidoo from Warner Racing. There's Andrew Johnstead, Ross Martin in this hunt right there, and then Robbie Malinowski. Those are your top 4 qualifiers. Paul, they're ready to go green.
And they are on the inside. Watch that inside line here on this start.
You see Martin pushing, and some guys moving out. Martin in front, but Malinowski, they call him the Thrasher, fought his way up front.
Boy, what a great hole shot for Robbie Malinowski. Absolutely spectacular.
And Tremblay also getting around Ross Martin. So look at Tremblay. Tremblay, another very aggressive, big, tall, strong driver. He now trying to get around Robbie Malinowski.
No, he went around Martin like he's standing still back there between 1 and 2. If I was Robbie, I'd be looking over my shoulder now.
Well, Martin is right there. He has not given up, no doubt about that. As you see, those guys take the inside line. Robbie working on the outside as they complete lap 1. Robbie Malinowski out in front, Tremblay, and then Martin.
This is going to be key here, this rhythm section we're going through now. You got to keep your timing and go double-double to get set up for 1 and 2.
You got to keep an eye back and forth. That's Andrew Johnstead, another one of the Amsoil Air Force Polarises. He's in the battle trying to work up to a podium finish.
Johnstead's working over Martin. Check it out now. Johnstead's inside of Martin right now.
Got around him.
Boy, what a great pass. See that? That was absolutely textbook.
Here's that pass once again. Watch them as they come over the flyaway.
Check out Andrew Johnstead on the inside, puts a block on Martin. Martin has nowhere to go. Now look where Martin is. Up in that light, sugary snow. He can't get traction. He can't counter.
Well, a couple of the Amsoil Air Force sleds on the podium right now with a skidoo between them. It's Malinowski, Tremblay, and Johnstead after 3 laps of this 20-lap final. The Caterpillar Pro Super Stock Final underway. Malinowski with his hands full, and here comes Tremblay.
Did you see Tremblay lay the snowmobile down on its side through that corner? He's got such good balance. These guys are going bar to bar.
Man, he just lays it over. You'd think he'd run out of track that would dig in there, but he's got that great control of the sled and just ramps around and gets around Robbie Malinowski.
Now check it out here on the inside. Look at Tremblay coming in. He almost does a little mini tail whip, set the snowmobile up, scrubs off a little speed, comes into the corner. Once again, if Robbie's going to go around him, it would have to be high, and there's no traction there.
Well, now we've got a couple of teammates doing battle for 2 and 3. Malinowski in second, Johnstead in third. It's Tremblay out in front, and we've seen these guys race together before.
Boy, we have, and we talked earlier about the suspension setup, the attitude of the snowmobile, the balance. These machines are set up so perfectly. Watch them landing. They land flat. They're absorbing the energy front and rear suspension. These are perfectly set up snowmobiles.
Malinowski into the corner. Andrew Johnstead, and boy, Andrew could have been a little more aggressive there. A couple of teammates kind of showing a little love to each other.
If they weren't teammates, I guarantee you Johnstead would have went right around him there. You got to be careful. You don't want to take out your teammate. That's the big, big sin.
Well, look at this. Talk about taking out. Look at Martin. Martin on the inside in 1, almost getting around both the shearing sleds in 1 and 2.
Check this out. Now look at him. Now we're coming down to the front stretch. This is a rhythm section. Malinowski in front. Johnstead behind him. See if they're both kind of bobbling. Watch the outside of your screen. Look at this now. Look who's coming. Martin like a freight train. Check it out. Squares up, gets by 1. He almost gets by Malinowski. Gets both of them. It's so close, but he only settles for 1.
Boy, he carried some big speed there. It's Tremblay out in front, Malinowski in second, and Martin in third. As we count down the laps in this final, there you see Tim Tremblay working through the back part of the racetrack. Some lappers up in front of him. Looks over his shoulder. Sees that he's good to go, and the NSK Skidoo will take the win. The big fist pump up in the air. Tremblay taking the win. Malinowski in second. Ross Martin in third. Tremblay stopping as that mud flap got pushed up in his tunnel there. Pulls it out. You see Steve Taylor stopping by to give him a thumbs up. Here's your finishing order in the Caterpillar Pro Super Stock Final.
Still ahead, Super Sweet Emalomon and Ross Martin go at it mano-a-mano in some bar-to-bar, ski-to-ski action. Find out which rider makes it to the top of the box. But first, here's today's Amsoil Tech Tip.
So Rory, talk a little bit about, first and foremost, Garth and how he is as a rider on the sled, and then what you guys have been working on today.
Garth's a great rider. Right now, he was complaining of it being a little darty out on the track and stuff. It especially gets worse in heavier snow. And I was just measuring the ski alignment, actually the ski toe out on this snowmobile in particular. And you can see right here we have that metal bar that's fixed to the chassis. And basically allows you to get you a fixed straight point to get your ski alignment based off of, so it's not kittywampus or anything like that. And every rider's kind of got their preference as how much toe out that they like. Garth likes it a little more than most anyway, so right now we're going to go to about a 1/2 inch of toe out actually. So that means that the tips of the skis are out further and wide, at a wider point than the backs of the skis, and it does cause it to push a little bit, but it'll take that dartiness away.